Hello everyone, let's label together the long bones. First, we have two ends for all the long bones. This is the proximal epiphysis, which is closer to the point of attachment of that extremity, whereas this is the distal epiphysis, away from the point of attachment. The shaft is called diaphysis. Surrounding the proximal epiphysis is the articular cartilage, where articulation forms. Articulations are the joints. In the proximal epiphysis, we can see the spongy bone. So that right here is the spongy bone, which is filled with the red bone marrow. This is the blood cells forming marrow. We can see it right here. Also, we can see the second type of bone, the compact bone right here. It is much more dense. In the epiphysis, we have a line. This is called the epiphyseal line. So that is the epiphyseal line, which replaces the epiphyseal growth plate. It's a plate of cartilage that ossifies and turns into the epiphyseal line. So epiphyseal line is in the epiphyseal part of the bone. Surrounding the bone, we have the periosteum. The periosteum is a dense fibrous tissue, whereas the articular cartilage is a hyaline cartilage. So don't confuse the periosteum with the articular cartilage. We can see the periosteal blood vessels, and these are the perforating, also called Sharpie's fibers. They attach the periosteum to the bone. This space in the diaphysis is called the medullary cavity. We can see the medullary cavity right here. The medullary cavity is filled with the yellow bone marrow. So the red bone marrow fills the spongy bone, and the yellow bone marrow fills the medullary cavity. Let's move to the second figure. First, the compact bone right here consists of osteons. This right here is one osteon, also called the Haversian system. On the histology, we can also see one osteon, which is called Haversian system. Each ring in the osteon is called lamella. You can see the lamella. Between the osteons, we have interstitial lamella. Toward the outer aspect of the bone, we have the circumferential lamella. Then we have the periosteum, which is the fibrous membrane that covers around osteum, the bone, surrounds the bone. We can see the perforating Sharpie's fibers. These are the periosteal blood vessels. This right here represents the compact bone. So this entire part actually is the compact bone. We can see blood vessels. running through the compact and the spongy bone. The blood vessels in specific, they run in this perforating, also called Volkmann's canal. Perpendicular to it, we have the central canal, also called Haversian canal. We can also see the central Haversian canal right here, part of it. And this is the central Haversian canal. This part represents the spongy bone. So we can see two types of the bone in any bone, the compact bone and the spongy bone. These small canals right here, these are called canaliculus. So this is a canaliculus. Many of them, they're called canaliculi. Lacunae are the spaces, these spaces where these cells are located in. So the lacunae is the space. So right here you can see the lacunae, which are these spaces. Osteocytes are the cells that sit in the lacunae. So they're located in the lacunae. Thank you for watching. Check out my next video.